Inhale, allowing the belly to gently release, filling the belly up with air. Exhale, softening the belly and letting the rest of the body soften as well as you continue to ground through the sit bones. On your next inhale, allow the arms to come up. Exhale, turn the palms over and bring them down. Pairing your movement with the breath, always letting your breath lead. Inhale. Maybe taking your gaze up, exhale. Inhale. This time, letting the right hand drop, reaching up and over with the left. Anchoring with the sit bones. Dropping the tongue, dropping the shoulders. Where can you soften here? In addition to those places, maybe the back, maybe the sit bones. On your next inhale, coming up, left hand comes to the side, right arm reaches up and over. Keeping the chest open, pushing that right shoulder back some, gazing forward or up at the hand. Inhaling, arms come up, exhale, bringing them down, coming to heart center. Inhaling, taking a gentle twist. As we twist to the right, right hand comes behind you, left hand comes on the leg or knee. Drawing the shoulder blades together, rotating through the spine. Inhale, nice tall spine, exhale, revolving. Breathing deep, full breath into the belly, letting it release. One more breath here. Unwind, come through center and go to the other side. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, drawing the shoulder blades together, breathing openness into the chest. Allowing the breath to start at the belly and evolve and move upward, expanding the ribs and the chest, collarbones. After your next exhale, making your way back to center, grounding still through the sit bones and taking a gentle forward fold. Tuck the chin, breathe here. Allowing the nourishing breath to open up the back. Taking notice of which leg is in front. Inhale and rolling up, rolling those shoulders back, taking those hands, and you can have them facing in or facing back. I like in, just for the support in the shoulders, but it's up to you. I'm going to turn to the side, but stay right where you are. So engage the abs, squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, extend those legs. Exhale, draw in. For more of a challenge, you can stay here and breathe the whole time, otherwise making it a sequence. For more of a challenge, you can have the boat sequence. Listen to your body wherever you are. And take a few more cycles. And then bring that other leg in front. Inhale, shrugging those shoulders up, releasing back and down. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, Let them actively come down, pushing through the fingers. On your next inhale, arms rise. Exhale, intending to breathe in and out of the nose. And then this time, letting that left hand come to the ground, reaching up and over to the left. Soften through the hips. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Pushing that left shoulder back. Inhale. Gently twist to the left. Right hand on that left leg. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders drop back and down. Each exhale, seeing if you can move the twist just a little bit more. Stretch, but not force. Slowly unwind, coming through center, other side. Coming back to center after your next exhale. Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Sit bones are anchored. And slowly rolling up, staying where you are. This time, maybe doing more traditional boat, but you also always have that option here with those arms opening the chest. Inhale, extending. Exhale, drawing in. There's that sequence, traditional boat. Knees can be bent. Lifting the chest, engaging through the core. For more of a challenge, extending those legs. Crown of the head reaches to the ceiling. A few more breaths wherever you are. And from here, we're going to transition into tabletop. So thinking if you want to rock back and forth in spinal rocking, or just come forward into seated, then all fours. So maybe after one more full breath, begin to make the transition to all fours. Spreading out the hands like starfish, pressing through the fingertips. Belly to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend that right leg. Even out the hips as much as you can. Elbows are soft. Nice straight neck, gazing a few inches in front of you. Extending that left arm in opposition. Option to stay here. Option on the exhale to draw in. Inhale, extend. Listening to your body. And on that next inhale, holding here for another breath or so. And release. Extend that left leg and right arm. Feeling the connection. And staying here or drawing in on an exhale, extending out on an inhale. On your next extension, that next inhale, stay and breathe here. And release. Curling those toes, sitting back on the heels, bringing those arms up, dropping those shoulders. Arch of the foot stretch. If it gets too much, you can release the feet. We're just going to stay here for 1 to 2 more breaths. Releasing down, releasing the feet, and coming into our cat-cow. So on an exhale, drawing into cat. Targeting that upper back. Inhale, extending the spine in both directions. One or two more cycles on your own. And then squaring off into table. So inhale, take the right hand and thread it underneath the left. Intending to thread the needle. Right shoulder releases down toward the ground, as does the ear. Tops of the feet are down. And release. Table. Other side. Left arm reaches through. Hips are up. Releasing, curling those toes again, coming into Yoga Mudra. So taking the hands and interlacing them. Option is to put them on the hips. Roll those shoulders back, pushing off the tops of the feet, or the toes rather, hinging down. Maybe your head never touches the ground. If so, let it only be a gentle contact. Folding here, shoulders roll back, hands are pulling down. And if and when you'd like, you can roll those shoulders and lift those arms. If those hands come apart, like mine did, you can grab a strap or you can just shoot those hands straight up to the sky. Two to three more breaths. And ready, begin to release out, release those arms. Flatten those feet. Maybe keep the knees together or spread them apart for child's pose. So this time anchoring the hips on the heels, walking the fingertips out, dropping the arms heavy. Feeling the softness in the back body again. Coming back to your belly breath, that yoga breath. Inhale, extending the belly onto the floor, elbows underneath the shoulders, pressing down through the feet, down through the forearms, Sphinx pose. Squeeze those shoulder blades together again, nice long stretch through the spine in front of the body, gaze goes up. One more breath. Slowly release, take it back to child's pose. Thread the needle variation after another breath or two here. Take the left arm, so this time with the hips down, slide that left arm through. Breathing here. If this is uncomfortable, you can come back into traditional thread the needle or somewhere in between. Just notice the different sensations in the shoulder, the back, the body. Maybe even trying turning that left palm up. Noticing how that feels compared to palm down and vice versa. Releasing child's pose. Next inhale, sliding that right hand up and down into that shoulder. And release. Child's 2 breaths. Beginning to come up, curling those toes, and we'll come up for our first downward facing dog. So heels lift, drop the head, push through the fingertips. One heel or both heels come down. One heel, you're going to switch back and forth. Walk the dog. And allow both hips to drop down onto or toward the mat. Pushing through the fingertips. Elbows come in, shoulders go broad, shake the head free. Coming here or in child's throughout practice as you need to recharge, reconnect with the breath. And then stepping up to the top of the mat, sinking the hips down and coming into garland pose. Those heels don't come all the way down. You can put something underneath them or balance here, just intending the weight in the heels down, torso up. Hands can be at heart center, or you can have those hands down for balance. Where can you soften here? Release those hands, square off those feet. Inhale halfway, hands on the hips, extend through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the left knee, right hand comes onto the ground. Gentle standing forward, twist to the left. The option to lift that arm if you'd like. Really center, bend the right knee. Left hand comes down, twisting to the right. Always protecting our joints, even on the sides that are supposed to be straight, making sure there's a little softness and bend in the joints. Unwind. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Allow the arms and torso to drop heavy, maybe connecting the opposite elbows. Bringing openness into the hamstrings and back body. Staying here and breathing. Inhale, release those arms and come up. And bring the hands down to heart center. Release those arms heavy, coming into mountain. Anchoring evenly through all 4 corners of each foot. Allowing the energy to rise through the legs and through the spine, through the crown of the head. Hands are heavy as if they're weighted. Hands to heart center as we begin the more active part of our practice. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg comes back, right leg or right foot comes to the top of the mat. High lunge. Rotate that back foot and seal the mat with that foot. Sinking down into warrior 1. Drop those shoulders. Inhale, opening to the side, warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Left hand comes back, right arm reaches. Coming back and releasing, stepping back into down dog. Option to stay and breathe here in down dog. Option to take mini vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And then back to down dog. Always have the option to take or skip the vinyasa. Take 2 more breaths in down dog here. Anchoring through that lower body. Inhale, lift that left leg and bring it through to the top of the mat, left lunge. Sealing that right foot at an angle as you lift for warrior one. Inhale, lift and rotate, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Come back around, step to down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or jump those feet up, sit back heavy in the hips, and lift into chair. Inhale, left arm goes back. Next, inhale, center. Exhale, right arm goes back. Inhale, center. Sinking in, one more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Mountain. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg comes back, left lunge. Repeating that same sequence. Rotate that right foot and lifting for warrior one. Thumb drops, shoulder drops. Inhale, lift and rotate, sinking deep into the hips. From warrior two, coming into that reverse warrior. And then windmilling back around to that left lunge and stepping either into high plank, if you'd like to do mini vinyasa, or down dog. Once you get to down dog, taking at least 3 to 4 breaths. Inhale, lifting the right leg this time and bringing it through, right lunge. Rotating that back foot, warrior one. Lifting and rotating, warrior two. Shoulders drop, extending through the fingers. Good strong energy. Reverse warrior. And then moving back, stepping back to down dog. Option to take vinyasa. One more breath in down dog. Inhale, step or jump those feet in between those hands. Sinking back in the heels and hips. Chair. Release the right arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Center. Sinking into the heels. Couple more breaths here. See if you can lift those toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Come to mountain. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold, switching it up. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back, right foot comes to the top of the mat. Right lunge. Seal that back foot at an angle. We're going to windmill up and come into warrior two. From here, interlace these hands behind you, coming at an angle between warrior two and warrior one, humble warrior. Maybe lifting those arms up. I clearly used too much lotion today. My hands aren't staying together. Sinking into that front hip, a couple more breaths. Lifting up, releasing those arms. Now shifting to the left, coming in to a side lunge. Maybe the heels down, maybe it's not, just intending it there, intending that chest up. Modification is here. Shifting back into that right lunge. Place that left hand down, right lunge twist. Release, step it back into down dog. Maybe staying and breathing in down dog, maybe taking vinyasa. And once you get to down dog, taking a couple of deep breaths here. Inhale, lift that left leg, three-legged dog, and then bring it through, left lunge. Rotate that right foot, windmill up, warrior two. Belly to the spine, soft face, gentle smile. Interlace those hands or hands at the hip, humble warrior. Maybe arms lift. Maybe directing the breath directly into the left hip, wherever's feeling tight. From here, lifting, releasing the arms, switching out of it, and then shifting over to a right lunge. Option A, option B is to sink deeper into it. You may be able to get your tailbone all the way down. I'm still working on that flexibility. Just make sure you're not forcing anything. Releasing back. Coming to that left lunge. Right hand comes down this time. Left lunge twist. Release. Step that right foot up to the left. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, standing mountain. Drop the arms. Find the breath. Feel connected to the earth through the soles of the feet and through all four corners. Inhale, let the shoulders lift. Release them back together and down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot comes back, left lunge. Rotate to that right foot. Windmilling up, this time straightening all four limbs for triangle pose. Right hip goes to the back wall. Reach as much as you can. And then drop that left arm to a contact. Your right arm reaches straight up, maybe gaze comes up. I want to imagine that you're between panes of glass. So nice straight line, right shoulders on top of left, right hips on top of left. A few more breaths. benefit of holding the pose a little bit longer is to scan with the breath, see where you can release in the body. Release back up, switching back over again to that right side lunge. And shifting back, standing up and making sure that left foot is 90 degrees. We're going to come into half moon. So you're going to step that back foot in. If you have a block, feel free to use it, or you can use the floor. I'm going to step back in. I'm going to step back so I don't run into my wall. Stepping here, square through that foot and begin to lift. So allowing that leg to lift, but no higher than hip height. And then once you find your balance, beginning to rotate the right hip over the left, actively reaching that top arm up, maybe actively pushing that right leg toward an imaginary wall, or you can do this on the wall, and that's great for alignment. Inhale, exhale. And release, and step back into your down dog. Option to come to plank and take it through vinyasa. Taking a couple more breaths in down dog. Inhale, that right leg hip height. Bring it through to a right lunge. Softening into the hips, rotating that left foot and windmilling up. Triangle, left hip goes to the back wall, reaching here, finding a contact. Front knee is soft, legs are strong. Deep, full breaths. One to two more. Releasing, switching the feet, switching over to the left. Side lunge. Do a variation that works for you. Releasing back, standing up, rotating that right foot 90 degrees, and maybe grabbing a block, maybe coming up against the wall, keeping that body to the side. Step in with that back foot, find a contact for that hand. Lift that leg, find the balance, and begin to rotate that left hip on top of the right. Front knee is slightly bent. Left hand can stay on the hip or reach up. Again, I like to really push and activate my left leg to help me with stability. You also can let it release. A few more breaths. And when you're ready to release, just bring both hands down, step the left leg to the right. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe here, maybe holding on to opposite elbows. Reverse swan dive and come to mountain. If you have a strap or a belt, you're welcome to use it for a balance pose, and if not, that's okay. So we're going to come to hand to big toe pose. So an option is always to come to traditional tree with the foot either above or below the knee. So start by shifting our energy to that left foot. So inhale, allowing that right leg to raise. Find your balance here. Maybe you stay here tonight. I'm going to pretend I have the balance to move on so I can show you. You're going to take your peace fingers to wrap around that big toe, standing and breathing. And then the goal is to begin to extend the leg. Stay where you need to be. Again, that left leg is soft. I'm going to play with it, moving in and out. Again, if you have your strap, you can have that strap and then that leg extended here. You can stay here. Wherever you are, we'll stay for a few more breaths. Get to a place where you can really feel that smooth breath happening. And then when you're ready, you can release. Shake it out, come to mountain. Shifting your energy and balance into that right leg. Just begin to lift that left foot. Maybe step it down, bring it back up. Option to stay here. Option to take those peace fingers with the strap around the foot. The first step is to try to stand up nice and tall. And then maybe, when you're ready, leaning into that breath, because if it becomes short, it's telling you you need to make some adjustments. If you're able to breathe smoothly, you can intend to kick that leg out and breathe here. Stay for 2 to 3 more breaths. And release. Coming to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step all the way back and shift forward to high plank. Pushing through the fingertips. Option to drop the knees. Inhale, take the left leg, bring it to the outside of that left elbow, and release. Inhale, exhale, center in between the arms, and bring it back. Cross the body on the outside of that right arm and extend and set it down. Push back to down dog if you need to or would like to. Belly to the spine, other side. Right leg, outside of the right arm, belly to the spine. On your exhale, drawing it through the center and then across the body. Shifting back to down dog if you'd like. We'll do it one more time on each side. Go at your own pace. You can also do it from down dog, which is what I'm going to show now. So 2 options. First one I showed is more challenging, but they both really work the core and dynamic balance. So inhale, lift the left leg into 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring it to the outside and take it back. Exhale, center and back. Exhale, cross the body, back, set it down. Breath. Other side. Outside, 3-legged dog. Center. Cross the body and set it down. So finishing where you are, taking another breath or 2 in down dog. And dropping the knees and coming into child's pose. Lifting up and coming onto the belly. I'm going to lay this way so you can see what I'm doing. Actually, change my mind. I think this will be better for you. So we're going to come all the way down. Can have belly savasana. So crossing the arms, resting the head. So bringing those hands like a goalpost, belly to the spine. We're going to do Superman sequence. So inhale, lifting the legs and arms. Exhale, releasing down. Option to stay and hold. Otherwise, inhale up. Exhale, release down. Stay and breathe wherever you are, especially when you're lifting the shoulders up. Squeeze them, squeeze the glutes together. Try to zip the legs together, bring them together. Breathing into the belly. Take a few more breaths. And your next exhale and release, come down, belly savasana. And very slowly make your way to all fours. Maybe a few cat-cows. Maybe you want to release back into child's pose, whatever feels good. And then we'll come to a seated position. If you grab, go ahead and grab it. So coming back to seated. So you can extend that right leg out to the side, squaring off those sit bones. You're going to bring that left foot in. If you do have that strap, you're going to strap the ball of that right foot. So sitting nice and tall here. Taking that right hand can hold that strap. You can hold the outside of that foot, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my right arm inside my right leg. I like this because I can press my leg and arm against each other, and that helps me rotate and open my spine. So whatever works for you, I'm bending a little more forward than I would traditionally like to. So you want to have a nice length through that left side body, and that left arm can reach or can reach over. So if you have a strap, you can use both sides of the strap. If you want more openness in the chest, you can bring that left hand behind. You can also do those peace fingers with that right hand too. Just kind of play with it and see what works for you. Goal here is to anchor through the sit bones, especially the left, and get length from that left hip through the fingertips or through that left side body. Left shoulder pushes back. Maybe now, as you come back to that belly breath, as you inhale, you notice the count. Exhale, double or at least lengthen that exhale a count or two more than each inhale. This triggers a relaxation response in the nervous system. Helping us to calm down and settle as we head toward relaxation. A couple more breaths here. Good, and then lift just a little, rotate. So now you might have to square off the hips a little bit. Now we're doing a one-legged forward bend. So again, you can use the strap if you'd like, or you can have your hands next or onto the leg, onto the feet. Nice long back. Imagine somebody's pulling those shoulders back so your chest is open. Gently tucking the chin, breathing. Deep full inhale, even longer exhale. And slowly come up and switch sides. So draw that right foot in, left leg to the side. And bending to the side. Strap, arm in front, maybe peace fingers around the big toe, whatever works. Revolving open. Right hand can be up, reaching over or behind. Ground through the sit bones, really anchoring that right sit bone to get that maximum stretch from that right hip all the way through that right side body. Inhale, release, gently rotate to the left, maybe having to square off those hips. Inhale, exhale, hinging at the hips, let those hands drop to contact, shoulders and back soften. Connecting with the breath, beginning to redirect any busy thoughts, acknowledging them, and then coming back to the breath, back to the quiet. Two to three more breaths. And slowly come up, come to the top of the mat. Cup those hands underneath the knees. Seated cat-cow, inhale, lifting, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhaling, releasing, using the core. One more time. Opening the chest, exhale, slowly roll it all the way back down. Slower you go, the more you work in those abs and core. Draw the left knee to the chest. Anchor that right leg long onto the ground. Bring that right leg across the body. Left shoulder stays anchored, extending that arm. Release, hug both knees to the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side. Now extending that left leg long, drawing the right leg into the body. Extending that right arm, anchoring the shoulder and bringing right leg over. One more breath. Release, hug both knees into the chest. And thinking about how you'd like to spend the next several minutes in Savasana, or if you'd like to first take another pose, maybe an inversion like shoulder stand or waterfall with your legs up and the block underneath you. Maybe there's a pose you were hoping we would get to. Otherwise, if you're ready to move into Savasana, you can extend those legs and arms long. Or any other version, a nice one for lower back release is to bring your legs up onto like an ottoman or a chair, or to have a bolster or a pillow under the legs, under the knees. So taking the next few moments to get to a comfortable spot, I'm going to shut down my video for a few minutes. So allow your body to just be. Begin to still the mind. Tonight, I'm going to guide you through a progressive relaxation. So, when we get to the part where you can just melt and be quiet, hopefully, you'll be able to let go more than you typically would. So, first, just bring your attention to the feet. Activate the feet by curling the toes, bringing tension into the feet on an inhale. And then on an exhale, let it go. On an inhale, lift the left leg, tense it as much as you can, bring as much energy into that leg as you can. And when you're ready to exhale, let it drop and let it go. Inhale, lift the right leg. Activate all the muscles in the leg. Exhale, let it release. Next inhale, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, let them release. Inhale, tighten the abs and the core muscles. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Make fists in both hands. Lift both arms just an inch or so off the ground. Activate all the tension and muscles in the hands and the arms and the shoulders. Exhale, let it release. Inhale, intend to activate the back. Maybe it's just noticing the current tightness that you have. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, shrug the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let them drop and release. Making sure your hands are once again palm up. On an inhale, bringing our attention to the face, pucker the lips, scrunch your face, almost gate something sour like you're a raisin. Activate all of the muscles in the face, tightening the eyes, the lips, and exhale, let it release. So on the next inhale, tighten your entire body, activate the entire body, maybe even lifting your head off the ground just a half an inch. Exhale, slowly release and let go. Exhale, continue to let go. And coming back to where you started in Savasana with just allowing your body to be, allowing your breath to be. For the next several moments, minute or two, just allow the breath to flow naturally through the body, noticing where you've created openness and where you're able to continue to release tension. Inhale, observe. Exhale, release more deeply and let go. On your next inhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently bring movement back into the body, maybe releasing the head from one side to the other. Maybe it's hugging the knees to the chest and releasing that low back one more time. Again, just slowly bring that intentional breath back into the belly. And when you're ready, rolling over to one side, drawing the knees into the chest and tucking the chin. You can use that top arm as a pillow, or the bottom arm rather. Allowing yourself to pause. Feel the pause. Hear the quiet within and maybe externally. Once again, redirecting your attention inward. Noticing where you've opened, where you've continued to stay open. How the breath feels moving through the body. Taking all the time you need, begin to come to a seated position with the hands to heart center. Coming back to where we started, grounding and centering. Bring your mind back to a word or to your goal or to the mantra if you chose one tonight. And on an inhale, let your arms come up, scooping up all of the positive energy, drawing it back into your heart center. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I hope to see you next Monday. Next Monday, unless I email, I will be at Hilltop in the NPR, but I will still be offering virtual with this link. Namaste. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great rest of the week.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you, Hetty. Glad you could join.
Yeah, I think I just caught the tail end, but I think that it looked good. I think it'll work for me.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Well, and then please know that especially, and I think any yoga teacher would do this, but especially, hi, nice to meet you. But especially with my background, I'm an occupational therapist. So I'm really big on modifications and alignment, and all of that. So, and with yoga in general, it's not about doing what the teacher does. It's about the teacher providing ideas and modifications to make the practice work for you. So any pose anybody should be able to do. Okay. So yeah, I probably talk too much, but I'm always offering like modifications and different things just to make sure, you know, people get the most out of their practice.
Okay. And then what should I get? Should I get like some blocks? I think you mentioned it before, but I think I came on when you were saying about putting that the rope around your foot. That one.
Yes. You know what? Yeah, it's completely up to you. Do you already have a yoga mat?
I do.
Okay, that is the main thing. If you want blocks, you can get them. You can get them like at Walmart or anywhere. But if you have like pillows, you may have something around the house that you can use too, like during this stay at home. But yeah, yoga blocks are great for supporting and like bringing the earth to you. So those would be great. Okay. And the strap is optional, or you could even use like a belt if you wanted to.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Hattie. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks.